What up, Dynasties? Welcome back to Hot Market Guide, and I'm going to talk about the strategy that I've been using, and it's actually working. So I'm looking at the prime times. So let's look at the prime times, and the players that I'm going to look at is the low overalls, and when I'm talking about like the see Brady Shan for 82 overall, or like the cards that we don't look at. So let's jump to the market, and then we'll look at what I'm talking about. So let's go to prime times. So I'm gonna look at the prime times. So before we start, like, you just look. So you look at the prices. So you go to King Henry common prices, and you look at the prices on the market. It's only two in the market. One for 20K, one for 39K. You're like, you think that's a deal? This guy might put the card a little cheaper than 20K. You have to kind of think this way, or wait for more cards, because he does get cheaper during the day. And then he goes, you can get steals for King Henry. I know that for a fact. But then you look at the synergies, like this card only has a speed boost, but he only goes up to an 85. Okay, so he's going pretty cheap, because he's in the cart right now. He is going pretty cheap, like 1,000K. You can probably get him under 1,000K if need be, but this is what I'm saying. But we'll keep looking. Here's another example. And he's going for 2K. I think he's going pretty cheap. Yeah, like I can almost. Where's the one? 1,000, 2K. 1,000, 2K. I'm gonna see, because I'm gonna buy this card. This card goes over. Oh, look at that! Just went over that price. So I'm gonna actually pick him up, and I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna keep him. We're going to keep him my set for right now in my collection. I'm actually going to take a bid on this. Sometimes I do this. I take a bid to see if this guy's actually really wanting that card. And he really wants that card. So then I'm going to kind of watch it. So I kind of aim for players that on the market. What I do is I aim on players. So my strategy is I look for players that I think people want. And right now, his defense are kind of going high in the market, so I look for the defense. Here's another thing I've been noticing. Nick Polino, Nick. I'm gonna go Nick. You see his stats, right? He's an 84. He's an 80 overall. His speed is 84 overall. Acceleration 83. You can get him cheap in the market, because people are really not looking at him. Like, he should be going a little bit higher than what his price is, because speed is a killer. I'm saying I think anything over an 82 should be going higher in the market. So I'm actually going to buy him on the market. And I'm going to actually list them up again for a little bit higher, because I think he should go higher than that. Look at this. I'm gonna watch these, because I'm curious. I don't think he should be going this low in the market. I could buy all of them. I can buy all of them in the market and have two low end cards. The thing what it is, I could buy all of them, have one, hopefully that sells, and then buy that, have. But I just want to see if the first card sells, because, I'm going to buy two of them. Because an 84 overall on speed, it's actually pretty decent for a center, I'm going to say. So we're going to keep these cards up. I have other ones in my set, my collection. I'm looking at the speed speed wise in general this year, because speed is kind of the game of right now. And you look at Max Domi, Workhorse gets an 89 in acceleration. So you look at Max Domi and you look at you try to find the cheapest on the market, and you aim for the person. If what I'm talking about is you look for one person. So if I'm going for Max Domi and I'm going to try to get like 3 cards of Max Domi, maybe 4. And then I'll try to use Max Domi as the flipping point. So I'll use Max Domi and I'll just keep trying to flip him. Does he have a good... Yeah, so he's 84. I don't think he can go... I see he's nothing lower than... What, 4K? 5K? Nothing lower than 5K. But it's one at 2K. I'm going to put a bid on that. Watch that. Hide him. But I've been flipping. I've been flipping our boy Kapanen. He's 86 overall in speed. Stop acceleration 86. He's 81 overall. I'll watch this. Oh yeah, it's already my watch list. I'm gonna watch 5 hours. Yeah, so what I'm talking about is you can flip them for 6 to 7K. I flipped them 3 times already on the market. This is the best. Just pick a card. Pick, like if you're looking at prime times or anything, you look at the speed. But if you don't see like an 8, I think an 82 is slow. In my point. So you could flip this guy maybe 6K. Maybe. I'm going to watch him anyways. But like this card should get some love. Like, and he had the light the lamp, and he's at like 84 in balance, and that card's nice. So look at cards that in the market, especially prime times, because they're more higher demand and people are not really looking at like the stats of what are they, just throwing cards up. Jake Allen could be a good one too, because I see him cheap too sometimes. I can see him cheap, but you look at his height, he's 62 in 62 height, 62. Aggression 85, speed 85, he's 81 overall, and he goes for like 2K. Like, I think he'll go a little bit higher in the market. I think he'll go a little bit higher in the market than 2K. So if you can get a steal for him, pick up like 3 of them and sell one, put one on the market, and then work that way. What's the stats are you? Look at this. 81 overall defense. You get speedster. Wow, 87. How? Okay, I'm gonna buy one. I'm gonna send that to collection. Really? That stats, really? He'd be a beast. I'm gonna actually put him up a little more. Because that's just crazy. And then I'm gonna put this. So I'm gonna buy these cards. And then we're gonna hope that guy sells, because that is crazy, the stats. Like, you have to look at the strats of stuff. You have to look at that low end cards too this year, because everything will kind of play out when you not have cards. Matt Murray's another card. I have Matt Murray. You can, I don't know what, how much did I buy Matt Murray for? I bought Matt Murray for under 6K. So you can get cards like, and this card's actually a beautiful card to have in net. You know, like that's pretty cheap for a goalie for Matt Murray. Like 11K is pretty cheap for a goalie. 13K, 9K. That's cheap for a goalie. You can probably sell him for more. Like, people just don't, they don't really think, like, he's actually a really decent goalie. Like, you have to look at the stats this year. 83 overall in speed. Anything higher than a certain point. I know there's so many on the market, but when people start realizing the speed matters and stats don't matter, like 83, like that'll definitely blast through defense this year who are slow. So I'm actually saying this, like, I know what the market looks like. I've been looking around. People have been buying players who are fast. And I think 83 is not slow. 81 slow. But anything higher than 83 is fast. I have him. He's pretty decent. He's fast. He's cheap. People just threw him up on the market. People want the high-end cards and they just didn't care. Like, so there's no market, but he's a decent card. Like, you know, people just want coins. Like, he's fast. I don't know. I'm just saying, look at the cards that are, especially like the higher cards, like Kaplan. Nobody's really thinking a 61, 81 overall guy who has the 86 in speed is slow. He's pretty fast. So, you know, I think one is that one. Where's the new ones? Here's another one. Here's another decent one. 85 in speed. Okay, I got him for 4K. I saw him going for 12, 15K, 16K. Here's another one. You have to look at the market and pick. Just pick. Have like 3 or 4 players that you want to choose, and you look at them. If, like, say, I'm looking at Max Domi, you play with Max Domi, and you look at his prices all the times. And you look at the prices of Max Domi, and that's the card that you kind of going to want. So you're like, hey, so it's 2K there. So then what's another one there for 2K? And then you go, okay, this one's at 5K, let's watch this. It's one at 5K, let's watch. You put it in your watch list too, so then you know the price of people kind of go for. So that's at 2K, that's at almost at 5. You kind of like put in the watch list, because the watch list is actually easier to do stuff. So I have pretty much everything in my watch list pretty much all the time. Always have my things in the watch list too. They'll kind of help you out on what the prices will go for and stuff. That's what it is. So let's see what that card that I wanted before. He went for 3K. See, I bought this one for 4K. So he went for 3K-ish. So it means I can sell him for around that. Make some extra coins. So I have, what did I sell already? So I've been selling all these guys. I sold Kaplan. Got him for 2K. Flipped him for almost 7K. I got for 1,000. God, sold them that way. I'm gonna look at Dubé too, see I can get other. So I'm just saying that look at the market, pick. I've been picking Kaplan. I've been picking him up because that's the card I want to sell. You can do other cards too. That's I've been doing too. But just look at a card. The strategy is look at a card like Kaplan or like any card on the market. You can do that in even the base cards. That, so say I want Line. I'll look at Line, and I'll find the cheapest Line out there, and I'll look at him. So I'll try to buy 4 cards of him, and then I'll flip them that way. It's just the method of using the 1 card method. So you pick 1 card and you just keep trying to put them up in the market and people will buy it. It's called the one market, one player method. Anyway, guys, hope you guys enjoy this, guys. Don't forget to like it, subscribe to Dynasty, guys. And don't forget, I live stream every single day on Twitch. So go follow me on Twitch, guys, and I'm out. Peace. Okay, guys, we're buying, we're actually going to snipe this right now. We're going to put them back up at 6K. Yeah, we're going to go like that. There we go.